Hi guys, once again welcome to Sementia Farms, and my name is Fred. Today we are about to go head to the farm, and it's a Saturday morning for us. And if you look behind me and you see this red gate and you're part of the family, then you know what it is and where I am. And today I want to share something with you guys because I know you've been asking me always about the container house. Fred, we want to see your container house. How did you build it? How long have you had it? And today I decided to share something more intimate with you guys. I came from Accra yesterday, went to the farm, and today we are about to head there. And I've decided to share this with you guys. So as you all always see from the gate is whenever I'm doing my introduction and exiting, you guys know the color of this gate and have seen it over and over and over. So today I'm going to take you inside the gate so that you guys can see what is really in it. So before I take you guys around, I'm just going to show you a bit about it. So this land is it's one plot, what we call one plot in Ghana. And one plot is basically it's 80 feet by 90 feet where I am here, right? So it's 80 feet by 90 feet. So when I had this plot and I had just moved from Accra, wanting to start different projects in the village here, which is in the Brahafo region around Brekum, right? So I wanted to start a project here, and I was like, I need a place to stay. And to be frank with you, I'm not the guy of like big houses. So I was like, if I want to start a project and I need a place to stay, what can I do? And that's when the container idea started coming in. So I was watching a lot of YouTube video about this guy and the fiancé who was building a container house in Brazil. So basically I decided to watch every series of them and decided I was going to build a container house. So the first thing that I did to this house was literally to build the fence, right? So I built my fence around it and then decided to plant the grass. So I planted all this grass whilst I was away. I went back to the US for like 2 months. So whilst I was away, the grass was being planted, watered, and I know you guys know about Alangwa from the poultry farm. That's when all this started, right? And that was in 2019. So I was away and we're basically working on the ground. And then I brought a container in. One of the crazy things is when I even brought the container into this village, we have no crate to be able to move it. So that was such a huge problem for us to actually move the container and put it on the concrete pillars that we had done. So guys, I mean, if you're gonna build a container home or anything, let's make sure that we have the tools ready, because once this land on the floor, it's very, very hard for you to lift it up again. So before the container came, I sort of built 4 different wall, sort of thick pillars with about 16 mm iron rocks. So I built 4 of them, and that's what the container is sitting on at the moment. So I built that, and then gradually I was able to bring a crate outside of this region, come in, picked it up, and then dropped it on it, right? So I just wanted an open space. So I built this for the dogs. Just did a few sort of like slabs here. I would have preferred having like big slabs, but I don't have that in this area. So I had these small ones. They're still doing the job. I like it. Once the grass is cut, it looks very clean. But yeah, I just did that so that I'll be able to like park the cars in between. But all what I wanted is to just have a big yard. You know, I love to wake up in the morning, you know, come to the yard, see what's happening. You know, I love dogs. So I have 2 Rottweilers. I had a German Shepherd. Unfortunately, she passed away. Chico, come. Right? So that is Chico for you guys. He's such a good guy. You know, he's always keeping me company whilst I am here. But yeah, just to have a big compound for them to play around. So that's Chico. Chico, do you want to say hi to everyone? Yeah, and that is Sasha right there. So basically, yeah, so that is it for the compound. I built this house for them, but unfortunately they didn't like it. They don't want to stay in, so anytime I take them in, it's chaos. So now they don't even use it. I have a small garden at the back here, which I use for you know, when I was actually experimenting the brachiaria grass, you could see the tiles there. You could see the brachiaria grass still in there. So I experiment here at the house, and then I take it to the farm. I've been thinking a lot what I'm gonna do with this stretch, either a swimming pool or either do a catfish here, or a swimming pool, and when I'm bored with it, use it for a catfish. I don't know, but I think that's what I'm gonna do with the area here. And then talking about this platform, so yeah, we built this platform I think three years ago. I used pallets. So, you know, as you can see, that's what I also use for the cage. So I use pallets, and the issue with a pallet is when it rains, and Chico is very heavy. I mean, as you can all see. So once he steps on it, he starts making holes into it. And now, because I'm not spending a lot of time here, I'm really not paying attention to like the maintenance of it. But I think once I'm ready, I'll have to change all these pallets and build something more stronger. I left the up open because I just felt like I wanted to see the sky. I didn't want to put any roof on it. Yeah, but I think the rain, heat, and Chico just made the pallet too weak. I tried to use primer to prime it, you know, but it still didn't work. I think it's not the right material for it. So I'm definitely going to change it once I'm ready to come back and spend more time in the village. Now I'm just traveling so much that I'm not investing in this. Before I take you guys inside, I did also like a small like summer hut place where, you know, the container house is good for one person, but I didn't want to have meetings on this platform because then people will see right through my room and kitchen and everything, right? So I wanted to build something where I can have my meetings. Once I'm in the community, a lot of people do come here, and I want to make sure I create something where we can sit and talk. There's still a lot of work and things that I need to do here, like creating a path from here to there, creating one from here where I'm standing to the summer hut. A lot of, I want to plant some trees more. There's so many projects, so that's why I feel like I've abandoned it for the past two years, but I feel like once I'm ready, there's so much that I still want to do here to make it more beautiful. By then, the plants, the coconuts, everything should be ready by then. That's one of my abandoned bike. I used to ride a lot. Then times maybe 2016, 17. I will ride everywhere to Accra. That's Yamaha R6. I think 750 horsepower. One of my favorite bikes, but now I don't even have time to do that anymore. Yeah, so you know, I bought that, and I think it has served a purpose. I really like it. In the afternoon it gets cool and it's great. And then I have these lights. What I want to do is frame this container in future, and hence the reason for these spots. So I'm actually going to be welding brackets. As you can see, I've done a bit of it up there, right? So I'm going to wear this, and I've done one here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to frame it. So I'll put a, you know, like a maybe 1 by 1 inch wood, and then frame the entire container so that literally you don't even see it's a container, right? So that's the plan for this, and once I'm ready, I'll be able to do it. Let me take you guys inside so that you have a look. Don't judge me, but I have not done any cleaning or anything yet, but I want to show you guys how the container looks like. So basically, when you enter, the first place you get to is the kitchen, right? So this is the kitchen. I have you know, my cooking stuff is actually attached. So basically all what I have to do is press this, and then it turns on, and if I want to cook something, I just press this, and it's 5 now, so it starts heating, and I can put my you know, pot, egg, whatever that I want to boil. You know, as you can see, as a farmer, I always have some eggs here, so if I want to, then I would just do that, right? So let me turn that off. But the good thing about this system is that if there is nothing on, it doesn't get heated. So it's good. So I can even leave it, and I know that my house will still be safe, right? So I have that, and then I have a microwave here, and then I have a dustbin right in here. And then I have, I think, here to keep storage stuff, and then I have, like, you know, keeping like fruit and different things that I want in here, right? And then this is the 2 sinks that I have. And then I have a window here that I'm able to open whenever I'm doing cooking or want to see the other side of the house as well. So talking about, before I go deep into the interior, how did I construct this? So what I did with the container is really framing it, right? So really putting frames inside all the container, and I used metal. Most people will use wood. I didn't trust the wood that I had, so I decided to use, instead of a wood, I decided to use metal. So I used the metal to frame all the different, and the distance was 2 feet each. And then from after the framing, I then used plywood. So what you're seeing here is a plywood, right? So I use plywood, and then I use pallets. You can see I really love pallets. I like the reusing of materials. So I use pallets a lot for this framing. But then this is wood. This is just any plywood for ceiling, right? I mean, you can see from the top to the ceiling is also plywood. And what I'll do here is, when I was framing, I will put a bar here so that this wood can lie on the bar, the metal bar, to give it more support. And then after, I sort of put the plywood on top of it. So as you can see, yeah, I wanted, yeah, this is just a design that I wanted, you know. So basically have the plywood there on top of these woods, and people have different way of sort of roofing their container house, but you know, this is what I did, you know, and just build this something small, basically to put stuff on it and so on. And then let me take you guys to sort of the living room. So once you enter, your left is the living room, and to your right is the bathroom. So the living room plus the loft, right? I really wanted the loft because I didn't want to use the entire 40 feet container. I think out of the 40 feet, I used, I think I used 30 feet and left 10 feet at the back for storage and workshop. So this is not the entire 40 feet. I have 10 feet at the back, which I do work there. I have all my tools there and so on. So the loft was a good idea to take over the 12 feet. So people think it's difficult, but basically, you know, I just step on it and I start climbing all the way up, right? As you can see, I just got off this morning. My laptop is still there when I was working, but literally, you know, I just step on it and I go. And then this is the sort of the living room for me. The cool thing about it is I have this TV, which is very adjustable. So I can raise this TV up so that when I'm lying on top, it's perfect. And then when I am really sitting down here or lying down here, after the long day at the farm, I also bring it very low. So I really love, you know, how I was able to place it to be able to give it the right position depending on where I am. I'm also able to turn it and face all the way to even to the kitchen, right? Or even if I'm sitting outside. So it's a really 360-degree sort of setup here, and I love that about the TV. Yes, you do need an AC. I have an AC at night. For example, yesterday I turned it on at 8 when I was working, and by 11 I had to turn it off because it gets very cold. And if you know me, I really love cold weather, so it's very shocking. Yeah, I have some wardrobes here under the stairs. I have a few wardrobes also under the chair as well. Yeah, so this is basically it. It doesn't look so small to me, but for one person, it is really awesome. Like, I lived here to 2020. I lived here for the entire year, right? Not going anywhere, and it served the purpose. I loved it. 2021, I've been traveling a lot. I haven't been spending that much time here. So all this that you see this carpet is a sticker. It's a sticker, right? They are not like real carpet, so I stick them on the floor of it. So this is stickers. These are not normal carpet. These are not also tiles. These are also stickers. So I also brought this from the US and stick them across on the floor. So basically all what you're seeing here are stickers, and that's the same thing that I also used for the bathroom as well. So then when you enter, I mean, let me just show you guys like what I'm looking at here. So when I wake up, this is sort of like the scene, and I love it. I love the green. I'm a green kind of person. Water, nature, you know, really brings the joy in me. So yeah, so to your right, so I made this desk where sometimes I just sit here and I work down here. So I made this desk. I have this small tool, that's my helmet there, and then I sit here and I work. My drone is here, and then this is basically my closet, right? So I mean, you don't need much, right? So I have my trousers down, I have shoes down, and then basically I just hang my clothes there. So this mirror can be folded. So basically, if there are no clothes, you just fold it and then you push it inside and you're gone, right? So I have a few clothes here, and then this is like the washroom. So the washroom, I also use the wall tiles, and as you can see, I have a heater, the bathtub, the toilet, and the sink is here, right? And literally, that's the job. I mean, I don't need much, but it's been really useful, really nice, and I love it, right? So yeah, basically this is it. It doesn't look so small. I think I really enjoy it, especially now it's serving more purpose because I'm not spending too much time here. So when I come here for 4 days, 3 days, and I have to go back to Accra or travel, you know, I have a place to stay. I invested money, but not as much as if I had built, you know, like a big house or a full house, you know. And I think this is always going to be a place where my wife and I can just come and be closer to the farm and, you know, and stay, you know. And if we need to run to the city, we can, guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share a bit of it with you guys because I know you've been asking about it all the time when I do my introduction and you see the container house. I know most of you are thinking about buying acres of land and using it for, you know, different purposes, but if you have something like this on your land, it's very easy for you to move between the city and wherever that you want to go. So thank you guys, and thanks for watching, and I hope you loved it. If you have any comments or anything, please share it with me. As I said, there is always a project to be done here, and I'm going to continue working on it, and maybe in another 3 years or 2 years I'll bring you another video of all the improvement that I've done here. Thank you so much, and if you haven't subscribed, help us get to 10,000 subscribers by clicking on the subscription button below as we share more and more of our farming projects and everything that we're doing here at Sementia Farms. I'm heading to the farm this morning, and we'll speak to you guys soon. Bye bye.